Because it was a bigger picture with Giant. He was for the children, he was for the youth, he was for the community. But at the same time, you know, when I started rolling with Giant, it was almost like I was inheriting beef that he had with everybody else.
هذا حد العالم، هذا طالب، هذا راسخ وإلى آخره.
The first time I met Giant was in this park, 145th and Lenox. Me and Giant had a problem because I said something on Thug Workout he didn't like. I'm the best on the bar. I'm doing what I'm doing, talking what I'm talking. At that time in '99, nobody was doing, well, I didn't see nobody doing anything. So I had to write. I qualified myself to say that. Years later, what is it, 99, 2000, almost 5 years later, Giant goes on Sub-Zeros and blacks out, and I took it to heart because my whole town was like, yo, let's go to Harlem. I'm like, nah, man. But when I actually saw the DVD, and I'm like, oh, man.
He's nice.
I said, yo, this dude, yo, who is he? He's nice. But I saw my moves kind of reinvented.
Without a doubt.
Because think about this, right? You never, I call this move that I made in prison '99, I call it the collect call. That's why you had the Comstock. The Attica. It was called the collect call.
Nice.
Now, I incorporated the running in that. You never saw anybody run. So if you look at that running move, that's what evolved into this and all of this.
And all
of this. That was the prototype for that particular move. And brother, they took it and put their spin on it, and it was incredible. I'm like, wow, like, yo, that's what's up.
Yeah. Let me see what these dudes is doing.
Yeah. So now, then I happened to see my cousin who used to shoot for Styles P. Him and Giant was cool. His name is Just, and he had a bartender shirt on. I was tired. I'm gonna take that shirt on, man.
Yeah.
I'll pull it off for you. I said, matter of fact, get your man on the phone. He calls Giant, right? It's a funny story. He calls Giant, and I take the phone from him, and I'm like, yo, Giant, what up? So he's like, yo, who this? I said, it's IBorn. So I'm thinking Giant's energy was gonna be on some like, Giant's energy was like, it was very
welcoming.
It was very warm, and it took my spirit down like this. So then I'm like, we just had a wonderful conversation. We had a beautiful conversation, and it was like, yo, let's get up. Yo, what's up? And it just, everything just happened. So like, you see the way Allah designed it, it happened so quick. So meet me at 145th and Broadway. Now the brothers that was bartenders at that time, they was super tight. Because Giant, I'm the bad guy. You say IBorn's name around any bartender back then,
the
hell
villain.
To the cross. Set him on fire, you know what I mean? So they was like, yo, you gonna meet with this? You gonna meet with him? I found out this later on. Came down here, saw Giant for the first time. We hugged each other. It was beautiful. But you could see the steam coming off of certain ones of them. They were just like,
yeah,
you know, like part my legs, like, yo, you gonna talk, yo, how you gonna do this? Like, me and Giant wound up becoming very close. Because it was a bigger picture with Giant. He was for the children, he was for the youth, he was for the community. But at the same time, you know, when I started rolling with Giant, it was almost like I was inheriting beef that he had with everybody else. Because now you gotta realize this. I had been out of the pull-up game for years. I don't know what's going on. I don't know about this name of this group here or this name of this group. When I saw the bartenders, that's the first time I saw a pull-up crew. So I don't really know what's going on. I'm out the loop. But he reintroduced me back to the game, back to certain teams, familiarized me with what was going on, who he didn't like, and he basically didn't like anybody. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Giant had like minimal respect for anybody. But as far as Matrix, I don't remember that.
Got it.
I don't. Listen, like I said, it's been years, but I don't ever recall coming down here working out with Giant and Matrix. Because what do you call a workout?
They're not necessarily a workout. Like you was in the park and then they pulled up and seen you.
Sir.
Okay, got it.
Absolutely not.
Then I must have heard that from somebody else. It couldn't have been Matrix. Matrix always gives me the truth.
That's fabricated. That is pure falsehood, brother.
Got you. All right. So in this calisthenics game at that time, what you would compare it with, like gangs? Was it like that? it that serious?
It was the beef was serious. Like, you know, I don't know if it was you had bartenders, you had barbarians. I can't remember, but like I said, Giant had a problem with basically everybody that was out.
So it was serious. It was
serious. But here's the crazy thing. The problem, he had problems with all these people, right? But these people loved me.
Got you.
But I didn't know they loved me because I slid away from the game.
Okay.
So I'm not around the pull-up culture.
So you inspired so many from that DVD that VHS, and you didn't even.
I had no idea.
I
had no idea.
You could have started your own crew. You could have started an IBorn and
whatever.
The Thug Workout, whatever you would have named it,
Right.
could have blew. Okay. So now, you was with the bartenders for about how long? You say?
Well, my thing. This is what happened. So, Giant, you know, he was actually he was moving real. They were very strong back then. You had Chaos. You had Purple Matrix.
Black Ninja.
Black Ninja.
Shout
Hold
out.
up, Black Ninja. Let me tell you something.
Salute to Black Ninja.
Man,
That's my bro.
Black Ninja's a whole nother. He's a problem. Like he's a problem. Total problem. Purple Matrix, Chaos. Those brothers back then.
Was Cineblock there that time? Cineblock Ock?
No sir.
Not yet.
No sir.
He's
no, sir.
tough.
This was like 2000. I think I just started working for Con. It might have been like 2012 or something like that.
Got you. Okay, so now, how long about till you left or got fired?
Nah, brother, you can't fire me. I'm a boss, man. You can't tell you the truth. You can't hire me or fire me.
I'm just gonna
You know?
if I mess with you, I rolls with you.
Nah,
That's
so
it.
it's all good. It's all. But I know Giant had the power to do that to certain individuals. But nah, not me. Nah. So I just, you know what? Things happen. Everybody started doing different things, but it was so much slack talk. I mean, brother, it was just too much. Like every time I turned around, why you rocking with him? It's this, it's that. And I'm like, damn, why is everybody saying all this about this man?
Yeah, and you felt all love.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I looked at him in another light. But whatever he had with other people was almost like I borderline inherited that beat.
Okay.
And these people are coming up to me like, yo, we love you. And I'm like, yo, but your man. And I'm like, what's going on?
So, yo, shout out to Zeph. So I've seen you with Zeph. How you feel? What's Zeph?
I love Zeph.
Yeah, it's a monster.
Listen to me. I love Zeph, and I had the opportunity. I met Zeph for the first time because we did this workout. Oh God, I can't think the name of it, but it was they showcased Beast, showcased Hannibal, Zeph, and
Was it Doc shooting?
no, the Pull Up World is our
gym.
It's our gym, and they had a movie feature at one of these places, and that's the first time I met Zeph. And I really didn't know Zeph or what Zeph was about. And then I started to watch Zeph. And as I spoke to you, beloved, I said consistency is the key, because you said you want to go to the next level. To me, Zeph exemplifies consistency. Doc, Wingate, those brothers exemplify consistency. They're constantly raising the level higher. They're constantly in the park, challenging each other, doing great work. So I hold that brother in high regards. I hold Doc in high regards. Hannibal and Beast. Beast Mode. JR, those brothers.
Yes. Salute to the bros, man.
Team Definition, Atlas, and all those brothers from New Jersey that out there. Like, tell you the truth, I love all of y'all out there that's doing something for the culture and trying to bring it to the next level. I give it up to all of y'all young brothers, you know.
Yeah, salute, because the first time I actually found out about you is after shooting a couple of bar histories. People's like, hold up, you didn't mention IBorn. So I'm like, who's that? So then I had to do my research, and this is what's so good about the bar history. So guys, a lot of stuff is going to be coming up, whether it's negative or positive. What we're going to do is try to use it so that we don't repeat history. So how do you feel the pros and the cons of calisthenics when you were coming through, and then calisthenics now, if you could, you know?
A lot of the things that you see now, especially overseas, you know, to me that's not calisthenics, that's like gymnastics.
Okay. Oh, the street workout quote unquote?
It's a fine line between calisthenics. What I know to be calisthenics is pull-ups, dips, push-ups. Anything else, I mean, to me, with all the jumping and the swinging and all that, it's not calisthenics. That's not the culture from which pull-ups came. And what I've noticed is a lot of those brothers that do those type of tricks, they can't do sets.
Yes.
They can't. Like, you get a brother to jump up there and flip over the bar, but you're like, you know what? Let's do 20 sets right now. 15 on the bar, 40 on the dips, 60 on the push-ups. Third set, second set,
Tap out.
they tapping out because they wasn't trained properly. But you know, I guess it's like rap. Like, how do you feel about the golden era, and then you hear about, you know, all this nonsense that they play on the radio now? Like,
Not the same.
it's not the same at all. It's a different culture, except for what you and your team are doing.
Shout out,
You
man.
know,
Salute to IBorn.
All of y'all, you know. So y'all are keeping it right and exact. You know?
Okay, so you had mentioned to me like certain words that's being used. Barbara.
Oh,
Yeah, like where's this lingo this is coming from?
the history of Barbara. Giant might not remember this, but the very, very first time that Giant and I met, 145th, I never knew Giant was incarcerated. So, you know, it was a conversation. He was locked up, da, 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 da. And I'm like, yo, you remember when they used to call the ball, when they used to call the pull-up ball Barbara? And like, Giant, you know, when you excite Giant, like, oh, yo, you brought it back. Barbara, first time I heard it was 1989 in El Mama. Strangest story. I'm in reception, going to the mess hall. They like, I'm hearing the older dudes talking about, yo, we're gonna go touch Barbara in the yard. I'm 17. So now I'm sitting there thinking, what do you mean you're gonna touch Barbara? There's a woman here? So I'm fucking out. So now I'm like this. I'm really like, yo, what's going on? I don't even want to go to the yard because it didn't even sound right.
Yeah.
But you know, to cut through it, we get to the yard, and you know, I'm just kind of, I'm new. I'm just came up north, and I'm just sitting there like,
You in a max.
and I'm like, I don't see no women out here. I don't even see no ladies CEOs out here. And I'm like, I hope it ain't the other thing. But then I see a crowd.
Indeed, in the body, literal translation, is a lump of flesh, a piece of meat. إِذَا صَلَحَتْ صَلَحَ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. And when that lump of flesh